Hey guys, what's going on today? I'm out on the boat and I'm going to do a little snapper fishing. Now I did a video like this a few months ago where Victor and I emptied out his deep freezer. What we do is every time we catch fish, we try to keep the carcasses, the skins, and the bloodlines, and we freeze them, or anytime we have extra bait, we freeze them so that we can bring them back out here and drop them all, and we always get a ton of fish that come to the boat. So stay tuned because it's going to be a really fun video. It's actually very windy. It's kind of choppy, which isn't the best for when you're anchoring because it's kind of annoying. You're rocking all over the place. All the chum that we brought with us is just all going to sink. But we brought an actual chum box so that the chum is floating on the surface, and hopefully the ballyhoos will come to the chum slick and then we can cast net them, so then we have fresh live bait. All right, so we got a bucket full of some of the stuff that we have defrosting, which here is a mangrove carcass and some skins. So we're just slowly throwing some stuff in. This looks like bonita.
Yeah, it's bonita. A big old slab of bonita.
We have a ton of chum going in the water right now, so hopefully that brings bonita, kingfish, and then of course all the snapper. The only thing is, with all of this chum in the water, hopefully the sharks stay away and we won't have to worry about them. But we are anchored in 40 feet of water, and right now, looking at the depth finder, it is absolutely covered with fish that are under the boat. Okay, so got the first fish on. I had a little piece of a pilchard on a little yellowtail jig. It doesn't feel like a snapper. Lost it. I don't know if I got cut off or the hook pulled. It feels like the hook pulled.
Yeah, your hook definitely pulled.
Oh no, I got cut off. Well, I got cut off, so I don't know what that was, but I don't think it was a snapper. What's it gonna be, Vic? Oh, something chased it up. Did you see it?
Yeah, grunt.
First fish of the day is a little grunt. You hear that? That's why they're called grunts, because he's grunting.
I hear it.
What is it? Another grunt? Number 2. Another grunt. Adios.
He bought 2 last time.
Probably another grunt. What do you think?
I think it's a grunt.
Oh!
That's a target.
Yellowtail. This is what we're looking for, except for he's much too small. These guys need to be 12 inches to keep. And I don't know if anyone's counting or not, but that's 3 fish for me and 0 for Vic. Adios, little dude. They may not have been keepers, but still having fun.
There's a mutton.
A little mutton.
You might got me on quantity, but I got you on quality.
That is true. Your mutton beats all of my fish. But those have to be 18 inches.
Yeah, he's far too small. But it's working. You know, we're chumming. They're coming.
Oh, Vic's got number 2.
Oh, it's a yellowtail.
Yellowtail. Ooh, that's a nice yellowtail.
Keeper yellowtail.
Nice one. That's a solid keeper too.
Looks like you got a fish dinner starting.
Good job. This one looks like a keeper yellowtail. Vic's got 3 keepers to my 1 now. Take the hook out of
Yeah,
this
but
guy.
guys, once she gets rolling, she always smokes me. I'll start out hot and then she'll finish strong every time.
There we go. And I switched it up. Now I'm using squid. But there we go. Let's just see. They gotta be 12 inches and he's over 14. So that's a good eating size one. Ooh, I got a bigger one. No, I don't. He's definitely not bigger. He is definitely the smallest one. Another grunt. There he goes, grunting. Adios. Oh no, I got it.
Damn, he came back.
That is not a yellowtail. That's probably a blue runner.
Or a big yellowtail.
Look at him. Alright guys, so we switched it up actually. We were in 40 feet of water when we first started and we weren't really catching anything. Yeah, this is a blue runner. And so we moved to 10 feet of water. We're in like 12 feet. So we're in 12 feet of water. Blue runner. And so we have a bunch of our chum out and we really have the fish chummed up. We've caught muttons, blue runners, grunts, yellowtails. I'm gonna let this guy go. But as soon as you throw your bait in the water, it doesn't matter if we're using a chunk of an old pilchard, a chunk of old squid, fresh ballyhoo. I've caught 2 fish on the squid. I'm gonna go for a 3rd. It's just crazy how chummed up the fish are right now. Let's see how fast I can get a bite. Look at that, I'm already on.
No way.
Yeah.
Get it. Damn.
A blue runner. The blue runners are really out there. Look at them, there's other ones chasing it too. Look at this guy, crazy. These guys are always fun to fight. There we go. That's the 3rd fish on that piece of squid.
To make it a 4th.
And all I'm doing is I'm tossing out my bait and just slowly letting out my line. Oh, I'm on. And it just pulled off my reel like that. You see that? That one I missed that one because I was trying to show you. It seems like I'm getting a bunch of blue runners on the squid. So now here's a chunk of ballyhoo. This is fresh ballyhoo that Victor actually cast netted a few minutes ago.
A good snack.
Wow.
Oh,
Looks like a yellowtail.
Big yellowtail. Oh no, little mutton. Nice job, Brook.
A little mutton. Adios.
What you got?
This one might actually be a yellowtail and not a blue runner. Oh yeah, yellow.
Oh yeah, yellowtail. Oh no.
Nope.
Man, we caught a lot of little muttons today.
Little mutton. That is our 3rd little mutton, Vic?
Yeah, I want to say at least 3rd.
Oh!
Hey, he released himself.
There he goes.
There we go. They're in there. When you throw, you know when you got them. You can kind of tell they kind of jump up into the net, back up into it. So
We're losing light, but Vic's got a good fish.
I think I got a little bit bigger mutton, probably not a keeper. Was that a big yellowtail? That's a big yellowtail.
That's a giant.
Oh no,
it's
a mutton. They fight good. I mean, these aren't keeper sized muttons, but on this stuff, they fight really, really good. And this is our 4th one.
Oh, that's probably a yellowtail. Oh, a Grover, the first Grover.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Good job, Brook. It is a good one.
There we go. Now we're talking. So we've officially caught 3 different species of snapper. This is a mangrove snapper. Check out those front teeth right there. This is one guy you do not want to get your fingers close to. These have to be 10 inches to keep, and this is probably bigger than any of the yellowtails that we've caught so far. This is a nice one. Well, there we go. That is some nice dinner there. Vic got a big mangrove.
We're in them now. It's kind of very similar to how it was last time. Last time we did this, the big mangroves came towards the end of the day and it was just non-stop. So hopefully it's the same way. Bam.
And honestly, I prefer mangroves over yellowtails. How about you?
Me too, any day. The fillets are firmer and they don't get, ow. See? You gotta be really careful with snapper. They got a very, very sharp gill plate, and if it nicks you, that's what happens.
Hey guys, welcome back to the kitchen. So normally when I meet you back in the kitchen, I do a new recipe, but today's a little different. You guys always ask me what I do with all the fish that I catch, and usually I do eat it, and if I can't eat it within one day, then I usually freeze it. All right, so this video is actually sponsored by Food Saver, and they actually sent me a vacuum sealer. This is the Game Saver Outdoorsman Vacuum Sealing System, which I'm super excited about because it's going to make my fish last 5 times longer in the freezer, which is pretty awesome. So I just finished filleting up the snapper that Victor and I caught yesterday, which we ended up catching 10 keeper snapper, which our legal limit could have been 20, but the snapper ended up shutting off and we came home. So these are my snapper fillets. So the Outdoorsman Vacuum Sealer comes with these heat seal pre-cut bags, which I'm going to use this larger size, but let's say Victor and I had caught one of those legal muttons. The fillet probably wouldn't have fit in one of these bags, so it also comes with these rolls that you can cut and make your own size bag. And normally the way I freeze fish is based on like portion size, meal size. So I think I'm gonna split the fillets in just 2 bags. And then another thing with freezing fish is you want to make sure that they're all flat and level in the bag. If I were to just throw all of these in here in a giant clump, when I go to defrost them, it would take so long for these fish to defrost. So if you just spread them out like this, it makes defrosting them so much easier. And then honestly, this fits nice and even in your freezer, and you can just layer them up and you can just have a stack of them. So these bags are super durable. They're tear and puncture resistant, which is pretty awesome considering that we catch a bunch of lobsters, and if the lobsters were in the freezer next to these bags, it would puncture it, and that would completely defeat the purpose of a vacuum sealed bag. And these bags block oxygen and moisture from getting in there. I'm supposed to leave 3 inches from the edge so that these correctly seal, so I think that's probably good for this bag. Now I'll fill this one up. Time to seal these, which this thing is super easy to use. Gonna just open it up, place this in there, close it, move this to operate, and then all I'm going to do is press vacuum and seal. That's how easy that was. There's no air in there. This honestly makes me so happy, and it's so easy and fast. Like you would think like, oh, that takes too long and it's not worth doing, but that's so easy and it makes your food last 5 times longer. It's basically a no-brainer. All right, let's do this other bag. Close it, put it to operate, vacuum and seal. And the Outdoorsman can actually seal up to 40 consecutive times. There we go. All right, so not only can you vacuum seal your fish, but you can also vacuum seal your leftover bait. So last night, Victor and I ended up catching a bunch more extra ballyhoo than we used. So I'm going to also vacuum seal them. Which ballyhoo are honestly one of the best baits If you were to just freeze these without vacuum sealing them, they're not gonna last as long, but you want your ballyhoo to stay nice. So, I'm gonna vacuum seal them. Okay, gonna do the bait. Drop this baby, turn it upright. The thing that makes this super easy is that it's automatic, it sucks out all the air and then seals it on its own, and you don't even have to tell it when to do it. So we got our yellowtail and mangrove fillets vacuum sealed, and then we have our extra bait, our ballyhoo vacuum sealed. And if you guys are interested in getting one of these Game Saver Outdoorsmen, I will have information linked down below, which Food Saver, which is who makes this, is actually doing a bunch of deals during the month of September, because September 22nd is National Hunting and Fishing Day. And I'm actually going to be giving away one of these, so if you guys follow me on Instagram, @Crist, stay tuned because I'm going to be giving one of these away. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like the video and also to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Now that is what I'm talking about.
That's a hatchling. Looks like he just came out of an egg.
This is your fish's baby, Vic.